Hey, it's the old man here, and boy, I'm on a roll. Uh, yeah, person asked me about the changes I've seen, and TVs have been a big change that I can think of. Um, yeah, when I was a kid, they were black and white. We had channel 4, 5, 7, and channel 13 out of Tacoma. This was in Seattle when I was a kid. And you had to get up and physically change the channels, and you had to listen to all the commercials just because you had to get up in your chair and turn the sound off if that was what you wanted to do. Um, until I saw this. I was 13 years old. This was out of a Mad magazine. Could you imagine if they printed something like this nowadays? Yeah, very simple device. I walked down to Coast when kids used to walk everywhere. Uh, and I had this magazine in my pocket, and I told the guy what I wanted to do, and he goes, what do you mean? And I showed him the picture, and he laughed. He thought it was funny. So I bought the cord and an on-off switch and a roll of tape so I could tape that up. And I went home, and I had a portable black and white in my bedroom. I took the back off, and I'm getting ready to work on it. My dad walked by, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm going to make a shut off the sound for the commercials." And he goes, "What are you talking about?" And I showed him this picture, and looked what kind. It was in a Mad magazine. He just kind of shook his head and goes, "Well, just be careful." And so I hooked it up, and we actually had that TV 20 years. And when we were first married, we had a black and white TV that had rabbit ears. Why they ever called them that? They're more like antlers, I guess. But yeah, those little rods that came up, and we used to put tin foil on the rabbit ears because that was supposed to increase your reception. So if you changed the station, you would have to adjust the rabbit ears accordingly. Um, yeah, what a change. And these guys here are tubes. And every once in a while, you would have to take the tubes out, take it apart, take the tubes out, go to the store and buy new tubes. And you had a machine where you could test them to see if they worked or not. And go back home, put the new tubes in there, and you're all set to go for till something else happens. And I hope we can make it. So yeah, big changes in TVs. I mean, now the cell phones, I mean, they do everything. You can watch TV, you can make a movie, you can pictures, look up anything in the world, basically, and talk to almost anyone in the world. I mean, even 15, 20 years ago, cell phones were science fiction. I mean, we had had an outdoor ringer, so if the phone rang, you could hear it, and we had a system that if it was something really important, my wife or the family would call, let it ring once, hang up, and then call right back, and then you knew it was important, so you'd stop whatever you're doing and go in the house, and that's a whole different story about phones. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. I'll read what it says here. This is a simple remote control unit that any idiot can assemble and install. So ask an idiot to help you. Wires A and B lead from ordinary on-off switch and purchased at your local hardware store to the TV set speaker Y. Note that TV speaker has two wires, C and D, which come from the TV chassis. Cut one of those wires, connect ends of A and B to cut ends of speaker wire as shown in close-up drawing. Tape bare splices and your remote control is ready for operation. Yeah, simple as that. I can't believe they printed it. I closed again. I hope you don't have to see all that. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And these picture tubes, explosive. If you threw a rock and hit that thing, they were vacuum packed and they would literally explode. We worked at a place, Value Village Stores, had some junk pitcher tubes to get rid of. One was in a 55-gallon drum and dropped another one on top of it, and it blew shards of glass 15 feet in the air. We all ran like heck. It's a wonder nobody got stabbed. But yeah, it's a big change, and then there's other changes too, I suppose, coming up that I'll talk about. But yeah, I got to show you the second part to this thing. Let's see if I can get it all in there. Maybe not. Anyway, it shows the guy using it, and he says, when you realize you're destroying a commercial that cost the sponsor maybe $50,000 to produce with the switch that you paid maybe 50 cents to make. Yeah, Mad Magazine, they were yeah, stirring things up all the time, I suppose. And one last question. If anybody knows how to speed up the downloading of downloading these videos to YouTube. The one I did the other day about the international trucks, it took 12 hours to download it from the laptop to the YouTube. And if there's this shorter way to do it, please let me know. And going on 7 minutes, I'll cut her up real quick, but hey, come on with the thumbs up in the comments. I mean, it's I got 25 hits and 2 thumbs up. I'm not that crappy, am I? Anyway, you guys take care. I'll be back. I'm going to do my next one, maybe even today, about closed captioning. I'll leave you on the edge of your seats for that one. You take care, and happy trails. Bye.